Hello YouTuber. Hey, this is Toy Tech Comics here, back with you with another comic book haul video. I just came back from a con today from, I think it's called OAFCON in Oklahoma. I think it's in Norman. So this con is more of a Silver Age, Bronze Age, Golden Age, and so, but they have everything. So let me just go through what I got. So the very first book here is a quarter. Found this book for a quarter. It's a $20 book. So right off the bat, I was like, all right, this is gonna be a good con. So I'll show you first the dollar books, and then I'll move up to the bigger books later on. Okay, here you go. The second book I got was the Greghorn Electric #3. This is the censor version, but I still think it looks cool. So I grabbed that for $1. Every time I see this book for $1, I grab it. And then League of Extraordinary Gentlemen #1. I recently sold one on the Bay for a pretty good price, and so when I saw this for $1, I grabbed it. Again, Amazing Spider-Man #1, 129, Marvel Milestone reprint. I grabbed this, no brainer. And I don't know if this book is still hot or not, but for $1, I grabbed it. And Spawn #19 newsstand edition. I've been picking up all newsstand of Spawn when I see them for $1, so this was easy pickup. And I also found this one for $1, Spawn #217. I think this is one of the low print run. It's got an awesome McFarlane cover there. So, looks good. Let me zoom in on the book here. Next is Venom #2, Sinners Takes All. For $1, buy it all day long. This is the X-Force #2, the Sex and Violent, the auto cover. X-Men #267. This used to be hot. It used to be basically a second printing of a second appearance of Gambit, but for $1, I'll buy it. And X-Men #283. I think this is the first full appearance of Bishop. I know they print a lot of these, but you know, why not? And then X-Men #4, first appearance of Omega Red, newsstand edition. So I think this book potentially can have a big upside. So let me show you some high dollar stuff. So I found this one dealer. He was selling a lot of like X-Men, Amazing Spider-Man for cheap. So, and everything was half off. So this is Amazing Spider-Man #61. This is the first cover appearance of Gwen Stacy, and he has a $20 price tag on there, and the condition is a VF to me, so it ends up costing me $10. Not too bad. This one, Avenger #19, first appearance of the Swordsman. It says it's missing one ad page between 16 and 17, but for $2, how do you pass this up? So grabbed it. Now, the rest of these books came from one dealer, and let me go ahead and try to build up a story for you guys. He wasn't really organized. This guy had books. He had like maybe 4 short boxes and some books that were laying in this direction. So I was like, all right, let's go through it and see what we got. So he charged me $26 for this set of books here, and so I thought it was a pretty sweet deal. Nice old man. So let me go through them. It's Detective #578. This is the Todd McFarlane. Main Spider-Man #16 annual king size, first appearance of I think it has to do with Captain Marvel. Blue Monday. Not sure what issue is this, number 5 or 6, but this is a J. Scott Campbell cover. Birds of Prey 56. I always love this cover, so I grabbed it. Sandman number 1. It's got some water stain here, but you know, this is a Jack Kirby, so why not? It's Spider-Man Unlimited number 1. I don't know why I grabbed this one, but I felt like he was just throwing it in. And then now, for all you guys been looking for this book, you know what I'm talking about. This is the Marvel number 5 Greg Horn nude recalled or uncensored version. I was asking him, do you have a copy of this? He says, yeah, I do. So I did. So I went through his box and I found not 1, but 2 copies. 2 copies of this gorgeous Greg Horn cover. So, you know, not a bad, you know, when you put that book up with this and with this and with this, that is not a bad price for $26. So, and then on top of that, you get these. So, you know, how can you go wrong? So, and so this guy, let me clean this one up. So I start talking to him, say, hey, you got all these other books stacked, you know, on top of one another. Can I see what they are? He goes, well, I don't really want to sell them yet, but he let me take a look at them. So I end up buying these 3 books here. Okay, so the first one is a main Spider-Man number 36 black cover. You can kind of look at it. There's like no spine ticks to this book. Okay, I'll tell you the price later for this one. And then he has this book, Batman number 181, first appearance of Poison Ivy. Okay, and then let's look at the condition of it. The spine's got some issues. It doesn't have the pin up, which is a bummer. And then I pulled out this book. Okay, so right there I said, okay, what's the best price he can do? Originally he had 4, and then let's look at the condition of this book. Now the issue with this book is the original owner put tape on the staples to reinforce it. So other than that, it's a very clean book. And so I asked him, what do you want for these 3 books? He goes, well, I have $600 on the Detective 359. He had 150 on the Batman 181, and then there was no price on the Spider-Man 36. So he says, in the end, he says, okay, let's do 450. And I said, okay, deal, I'll do it, because I think I can just that's a crazy price. So I said, okay, let's do it. I'll gamble. And then I was like, okay, you sure you have, you sure that's all you have? And then he decided to pull out one more book. He decided to pull out this Fantastic Four number 48. Okay, and I was already at another dealer and I looked up a Fantastic 48, and one guy had a CGC 7.5 and he wanted eBay prices, and so I looked it up on eBay. He says it's going for $2,400, so that's how much you want for it. And so I was like, oh, man, I don't want to spend $2,400. How about $2,000? He says, no, I can't do $2,000. So I said, okay. I told him good luck on that one. And then and then I went to this dealer, and he had he didn't have this on the wall or anything. It wasn't even shown. He just pulled it out, and he said he wasn't sure he wanted to sell it. So I told him, well, how much you want for it? You know, he said, what do you gotta have? He said, so he started looking up on the prices, and in the end, he said, you know, he looked up on his old, in his, I think it's a current Overstreet price guide. And I opened up this book and looked for myself, checked out, make sure everything's complete, no writing, staples are rust free, and I give an 8.5 to 9.0 for this one. And but I didn't tell him that. When he looked up on his overpriced street price guide, he said, well, this is a fine to very fine. He said it was a fine, so he gave me he said the lowest he can go is $1,000. So I said, well, $1,000, let me think about it. So I thought it for like 2 seconds. Then I just shook his hand and said deal. And I sent him the money via PayPal, and it was done. And then, so, you know, I'm gonna press this book and then submit it to CGC, and I'll give you guys an update to what it comes back as. But right now, it's between an 8.5 to a 9.0. So if that's the case, I'm making a lot of money on this one. I told my son today that, hey, you know that truck that I bought for you, it's paid for by this book. So so that's pretty awesome. And so so I hope you guys enjoy this video. This is Toy Tech Comics, and I'll see you guys on the next haul. See ya, bye.